Most people don't lose sleep because the stock market fell or inflation ticked up. They lose sleep because they don't have a cushion for tomorrow's surprises. You probably had those 3 a.m. moments staring at the ceiling while your brain runs the highlight reel of everything that could go wrong. Your car could break down. Your laptop could die. Your pet might need emergency care. Or your company might suddenly reorganize. None of these events are terrifying on their own. What's terrifying is the question, can I afford it? When you've only got a few $100s in your account, every expense feels like opening a mystery box. You don't know if it'll blow up your budget. You're not living. You're defending. You're not planning. You're dodging. After 70 years of investing, let me tell you something simple. You're not losing sleep because you don't earn enough. You're losing sleep because you don't have a buffer. So how much money does it take to stop those late night panic sessions? Not 1 million, not 100,000, a number that looks small, but changes everything for ordinary people. $10,000. It doesn't sound glamorous, but it's the first financial milestone that actually shifts your life. Why $10,000 matters? For ordinary people, this is the first number that creates real security, not the start of wealth, but the end of fear. Psychology tells us that when you first see a 5-figure balance, your brain changes. Stress hormones drop. Your body shifts from survival mode to reasoning mode. It's not that you got rich. Your brain simply decides, we're not dying today. Now, the math, think of money like a snowball. $10,000 is the first snowball that actually rolls. A person with no savings hits a $2,000 emergency. They fall into a pit. A person with 10,000 hits the same emergency. They take a deep breath. Mathematically, small problems stop destroying you. Psychologically, small problems stop controlling you. And that difference, it gives you something rare. Options, the option not to panic, the option not to settle, the option not to accept the worst job offer just to survive. $10,000 isn't wealth, but it is the beginning of freedom. Visualizing the difference. Imagine 2 lines on a whiteboard. Line 1, no savings. It slopes downward. Car brakes drop, medical bill drop, job loss, free fall. You stay upright only as long as luck holds. Line 2, $10,000 saved. It doesn't shoot upward, but it doesn't fall easily either. Same car problem. You dip, but stay stable. Same health issue. You're annoyed, not destroyed. That's the real value of savings. Not making you rich, making you harder to break. When you stop crashing back to zero, your life finally stabilizes. This hard-to-fall curve is the beginning of real control. Your relationship with risk changes. With no savings, risk feels like a tiger waiting to pounce. With $10,000, risk becomes a loud, annoying cat. It can scratch you, but it won't end you. Take changing jobs. When you're broke, it's not a job change, it's a gamble. 1 bad month and you're done. But with a safety cushion, the same decision becomes a choice. You can negotiate. You can say no. You can wait for something better. Another example, investing in yourself. When you're broke, spending $50 on a course feels dangerous. With savings, you make decisions with logic instead of fear. $10,000 doesn't make you reckless. It simply stops fear from making every decision for you. Money becomes a tool, not something that disappears. When you're broke, money feels like water leaking from a cracked bucket. The more you earn, the more stressed you get. But once you reach $10,000, money changes, meaning it stops being fuel for bills and becomes a tool for opportunity. A $200 course, a burden for someone with no savings, an investment for someone with a cushion, a friend starting a small business. Without savings, I wish I could help. With savings, you have the option to participate. The real difference between rich and poor isn't income. It's choices. $10,000 gives ordinary people their first real ability to choose their future. You become emotionally stable. People with no cushion live like every day's a battle. Not because life is hard, but because one problem could wipe them out. With $10,000, the biggest change isn't financial, it's emotional. A flat tire becomes an inconvenience, not a crisis. A sick pet becomes heartache, not panic. You think clearly, you sleep better, you fight less with your family. Research shows people with emergency funds sleep significantly better because their brain knows even if something happens tomorrow, we'll be okay. Don't underestimate that piece. It's not a luxury for the rich. It's a lifestyle upgrade anyone can earn. Saving becomes an identity. Most people think saving is about trying hard. But people who reach $10,000 don't rely on effort, they rely on identity. Trying hard lasts 3 months. Identifying as a saver lasts a lifetime. Your first $1,000 is painful. Your third $1,000 is easier. By the time you reach $10,000, you're a different person. You stop asking, can I save? You start asking, how can I save more? Your identity changed, so your decisions change. And that's why people who save $10,000 often save $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000. What $10,000 actually covers most financial disasters that ruin people cost between $500 and $3,000. Car repairs, $600, $2,500. Medical bills, $1,000, $3,000. Job loss, $10,000 covers 3 6 months. Family emergencies, usually a few hundred to a few thousand. $10,000 isn't get rich money. It's don't get destroyed money. It gives you immunity against 90% of life's common emergencies. When you stop getting knocked down, your life shifts from climb, fall, to steady upward growth. How to start? You don't need to save big. You just need to start. $25 a month. Great. $50? Even better. The hardest part is the first 90 days. After that, you realize your life doesn't get worse by saving a little money. Your habits improve. Your confidence grows. Your progress accelerates. $10,000 isn't built by one big action, but by 100 small ones. The real win. $10,000 won't make you rich, but it gives you the chance to become rich. It's the first compounding switch in your life. Once it flips on, everything changes. You sleep better. You make smarter decisions. You take better risks. You treat people better. You trust yourself more. Money becomes less important, and confidence becomes more important. Real wealth isn't your bank balance. It's the quality of your decisions. And once you save your first 10,000, you finally have the stability to make good decisions. $10,000 starts the journey, but the version of you who earned it is the one who carries you forward.